Yeah, I don't know where to start, so I'll do the best I can with this. National championship team, I think the most gratifying part of it is they were national championship people every single day of this thing. And, kind of feels like a two-year win, if that makes sense. I think about, meeting with Cade right when I got the job and said, hey, we're gonna go to work and change a lot of things, and just his coachability, amazing. Dylan is the best player in college baseball history, in my opinion, and just so thankful. And frankly, it was a big reason that I accepted the job. I probably would have looked at LSU anyways, but knowing that I was going to have a once-in-a-lifetime player on my team for 2 years was a big deal to do that. And I think about Thatcher. I told him, when he said yes, that he was going to come to LSU. I said, hey, big guy, you might be the most important recruit of my entire career, because I knew what the other three on the stage were going to do. But to win a national championship and get to the NCAA tournament, we needed real aces, and that's an ace right there, and one of the best pitchers in the country. And so it's kind of cool to feel that full circle. And, I don't know that I'll ever have children. Like, Jordan is close to what I would consider like a son as anybody, and I'm so proud of him. I think Dylan and Jordan are the only two players that have started every single game for the last 2 years. And what a championship performance, heartbeat of our team. And I'm so proud of them. But that kind of gives you some insight, into it. Some other thoughts. I really believe this will go down as one of the best teams in college baseball history. So consistent in the regular season. I think the SEC tournament is the only week of the year we had a losing record. If you think about that. Not one losing week for an entire regular season, 11 wins in the postseason, 6 of them against SEC teams. And I really believe we played and beat every team, the best team that we could have played along the way throughout the entire tournament at that spot. So I love these guys. I'm so proud of them. And they are a worthy champion if there ever was a worthy champion.
Okay, let's open it up for questions for the student athletes, and we'll start with Leah.
Leah Van, Baton Rouge Advocate. Dylan, you told me at the beginning of the season that you wanted to leave LSU a legend, bring home a national championship, win the Golden Spikes Award. You just did all of those things. So what does it feel like to accomplish the things you set out to do?
Yeah, man, it's such a great feeling. I felt like almost every box was checked off except that national championship box. And we all knew this was going to be our last game here. And, to finally say that I'm a national champion, it's the greatest feeling in the world. And, I feel like all the boxes are checked off now, so it's good.
Okay. Back here with Michael.
Michael Farrar with Bird Sports Network. For all three athletes, could you guys kind of talk about what was going through your mind when the final out was out and the dog pile and the celebration?
There are 4 up here,
There are 4, I'm sorry.
You're talking about him, right?
Jordan, you start.
I'm sure I can't see.
Jordan's.
Yeah, I got the first 2 ground balls of the inning, and after I got that second out, I kind of looked at Gavin and, almost started tearing up, but knowing that we have to get one more out, I wanted that last ball too. But, I just can't be more proud of my guys in the way that we've came out all year and just competed and fought through adversity. When guys went down, guys stepped up. That just speaks about the character about our team and the way that, we just handle our business and own our deal every single day. So, it is very rewarding for what we were able to accomplish, not only tonight, but the whole season.
Thatcher.
Yeah, that is the greatest feeling in the world, and it's being a national champion, but it's with who we did it with, every single guy right here and every guy in that locker room. It means everything.
Dylan.
Yeah, man, I think we were all fighting for that last out. The greatest feeling in the world. We've had some tough days, in the fall, long days, just grinding it out. We call it 2-a-days, where we literally sleep at the field and train twice a day. And looking back, I wouldn't trade anything for those moments right there, because this is where we're at now. This is the reason why we did all that stuff, and it's just a great feeling.
Cade.
Yeah, I had a different perspective, being in the dugout on that last out, but, just hearing the crowd, finally starting to realize what's happening, and you're looking over in the dugout and you're seeing so many smiling faces, and I'm holding Sammy Dutton in my arm, and he's just so happy, and, watching that last strikeout is just, you can't put a price tag, you can't put any, feelings, words into that. Like, it's so exciting, and, it's so, the sense of, gratification, that's awesome, and, it's everything we work for.
Let's go here with Aaron.
Aaron Fitt, D1 Baseball. Cade, you said the other day that you grew up wanting to be Mikey Matuk and Ryan Schimpf and Jared Mitchell. What does it make you feel to realize that now kids are going to be growing up wanting to be Cade Beloso?
That's pretty cool. I'd want to be like this guy to the left of me, these two guys. But, set a goal and achieve it. We have a saying around here, don't dream, because if you dream about it, it seems almost unreachable. But set a goal and reach it, and, the sky's the limit. And, it feels really good to be Mikey Matuk and, Jared Mitchell, Ryan Schiff, Sean Ochenko now. That's something that no one can take away from us being national champions.
Koki.
Dylan, were you the one who started the ring gesture, and was that an idea you sort of had heading into this game if you guys were up ahead, or what was the deal there?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I thought about it for sure. I saw Joey B do it and Reese do it, so I thought I had a good moment to do it right there in the 8th inning, and did it, and then I think Tommy did it and Trey, so it's gonna be a good picture. So I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Okay, we got Wilson here.
For Cade, Jay's saying that he had a meeting with you and things are going to change. How did this program change over the last 2 years? Like, in what ways?
This guy he loves baseball so much, and there's not a person in the room that cares more about LSU, cares more about the game of baseball, more about people than this guy sitting to the right of me. And this program's so lucky to have Coach Shea Johnson, and they're gonna have to build a new intimidator for what he's about to do, and he's coming. He's not stopping. I promise that. But it's just the culture changed, and we don't really like to throw around the word culture, but we're a group of hardworking guys that are never going to stop, and always going to just keep playing, through good things, bad things, etc. I think that's what changed the most.
Okay, we'll go here with Lee.
Thatcher, the offense put up a couple of big innings early on in the game when you were out there. How did that help you calm down?
Yeah, when the offense is producing like that, my job is to get him back in the dugout as quick as possible, and that feels suffocating for the other team. So just kind of telling myself, don't give him an inch. That's what I was telling myself throughout the whole outing. Get us back, let them do their thing.
Glenn.
This can be for all 4 players. Just when you guys are looking at this thing 20 years from now, I know you might not be able to put it into full perspective, but just what do you think this 2023 team is going to mean to you guys?
Okay, you start.
It's going to be the world. It's going to mean the world to me. To leave LSU a national champion is something I remember for the rest of my life. And I remember playing with this guy and the two next to me, and it's just going to be every time we see each other, you're going to remember the national championship. You remember, hugging at the end. You're not going to remember what happened in each game along the way. Like, this guy got a hit, this guy punched him out. It's just, man, we really enjoyed being around each other every day. And, I'm kind of sad that the season's over in a sense. Like, we just won the national championship, but, I'm sad we're not going to be able to practice and play anymore and stuff like that. But, man, I'm looking forward to those reunions for sure.
Dylan.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun reunion for sure. It was a struggle of mine, as a young kid to kind of be where my feet are. I was always looking ahead, into the future. But when I stepped in the locker room this year and saw all the talent and all the group of guys that we had, I thought it was, my last year, it's so important for me to be where my feet are, enjoy these moments, and to go out on top, a national champion, and to cap off my career and it's just it's an unbelievable feeling.
Thatcher.
The talent really, speaks for itself, but the leadership and the chemistry in the clubhouse, I'll forever cherish that, and that's the blueprint for a winning team. The things Cade Beloso, Gavin Dugas, Hayden Travinsky, veteran leaders were able to do for us. Take, as a transfer, I didn't know anyone coming in, take me under the wing right away. Dylan leading by example, Jordan taking charge in the infield, Paul Skeens leading the staff. That type of leadership is really special, and I'll cherish that. And I've grown so much by playing with these three, playing for Coach and Paul, and the list goes on. It's really special.
Jordan.
Yeah, I think everyone's going to probably remember us because of this national championship, and I think for me, the greatest honor that I've had being at LSU and playing shortstop here for 3 years is, being able to go to battle with these guys every single day, practice, workouts, early mornings, days where you're tired but nobody cares, and those are things that you can't trade for the world, and I just can't be more blessed and grateful for the opportunity that we all had to be together and to be able to share this moment. It's something that I'll always remember.
Leah.
Jordan, you had kind of struggled a little bit in this tournament, and then you had a big day at the plate today. Coach was saying how you were going to be a great story. So what was kind of your mindset going into today, and did you kind of feel the crowd rooting for you?
Yeah, I did hear them. I thought that was pretty cool. And I think coming into the day, we all knew that, this was going to be the last game of the season, no matter if we won or lost. And, we just really wanted to leave it all on the line and, not give an inch. So I think not only for myself, but everyone just came out here ready to go. I mean, from the moment that we all woke up and saw each other in the morning when we had our team meeting, like we knew what we wanted to do today, and we knew what it was going to take for us to be able to accomplish it. So, I just can't be prouder of my guys.
Okay.
For all the players, was there sort of a meeting before today or a message before today, just heading into this being the last game, the deciding national championship game?
Jordan, you start.
Yeah, I mean, kind of just what I said. I mean, we all knew that this was going to be the last game of the season. We just wanted to leave it all on the line. I mean, Thatcher going out there and being able to give us everything that he had for 6 or 7 innings, whatever it was, I mean, that was freaking huge. Cade and Dylan being able to do what they do not only today but all year. I mean, those are things that I'm going to remember. But I don't even know what else to say, man. It's just an unexplainable feeling, and I wouldn't want to do it with a different group of guys. I mean, these guys are my brothers, and I love every single one of them.
Thatcher.
I mean, can't say much better than that. I mean, that's our last game as the 2023 Tigers, so we didn't have to get ourselves amped up. We knew what we were playing for, and we played for that, played for each other.
Dylan.
We didn't really have a meeting. I think we all just knew, really. We got punched in the mouth yesterday, but that's the beauty of baseball. You get to wake up in the morning and do it all over again. So as soon as the game was over, everybody already forgot about it, and we woke up today and you could just see on everybody's faces they were ready to go, and there was nobody in the country, in the world, that was going to beat us today.
Cade?
Yeah, exactly what Dylan said. I don't even think we had a team meeting last night, which is super rare for us. It was just like, hey, let's go get some sleep. Forget about this one as quick as possible. And the message in today's meeting before the game was, one game 71 for the national championship. Are you in? And that was pretty much it. And I'm pretty sure you just walked away, and we were all like, yeah, let's go. So, I mean, you can't let baseball get to you. The game's brutal sometimes, and you get punched in the face, and, just got to show up and play the next day. I think we did a great job with that today.
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn Stamp, Sports Illustrated Kids. Dylan, instead of being drafted out of high school, you chose to go to LSU. After what you've experienced at LSU and here in Omaha, what advice do you have to any high schoolers who are deciding whether to be drafted now or go to college first?
Yeah, man, it was a tough decision out of high school. I was an 18-year-old kid. Didn't know what to expect for the future. There was a lot of if you go to school, it was like a bad thing or something like that. So to make that decision as a young kid like that and to be able to go to school, I mean, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to school and I wanted to experience this and bring a national championship to LSU. So if I had to give any advice, really, it's just, go to school, really, experience this, don't miss out on these 3 years. just develop as a player physically and mentally for the next level, and everything will take care of itself.